Oh, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to the first live show for the Shadowhunters read-along with the besties. We should have come up with like a name for the read-along.
The
You didn't know.
Shadowhunters read along.
Yeah, that's it.
What's the name?
That's that. Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, welcome. Um, I'm gonna have these fellow besties share themselves, their names, their rating, all of that. And anyone who's watching, feel free to comment your rating, all that while we go around. Okay.
Cute. I also, if to the people at home, I want to know if anyone read this for the first time or if
Yes.
this was a reread.
Yeah, and if it was a reread, did your rating change?
Oh, ooh.
Okay, that was a lot of information. Go ahead, Darian.
Hi, I'm Darian from Darian Reads, and this is my second time reading this book. The first time I read it when I was like 14, and I didn't give it a rating, but it probably would have been 5 stars. And this time I gave it 4 stars.
Wow.
Technically, on Storygraph, I gave it 3.75, but in my heart, it's 4 stars.
In my heart.
But like objectively, it's not.
Yeah.
That's generous.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Was that everything?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, hi, friends. I'm Casey. And this was like my 4th or 5th time rereading City of Bones. And I think it's like a solid 3.5 stars. You know?
Yeah.
I think a lot of it, I was just excited to I wanted to skip City of Bones and get into the rest of the series. So I think that kind of derailed my enjoyment a little bit, but that's not the book's fault, you know?
It's so true.
You all know.
All right, and hello. I'm Lisa. You're on my channel. Welcome. And I, this time around, gave it a 3.5 star as well. The first time I rated it, I think I gave it a 4. And the second time I read it, I gave it a 3. So this time I gave it somewhere in the middle because that feels right, you know?
Beautiful.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
It's my first time reading it, and my rating was 3.5 stars.
Wow.
So true.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hello, and this was a 3rd reread. It went up a 1/4 of a star from a solid 3.
That is a big improvement.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
She's in class right now, so just popping in to say hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Have a good
Hello. This is a reread. I gave it a 4.5 stars. There was one thing that rubbed me the wrong way at the end. Oh.
No.
Oh. And I listened to it on audio, and it was much better for me. Yeah, I have listened to a couple of them on audio, and they're pretty good as audiobooks.
Yeah.
So
In the later half of the series, Sophie Turner actually narrates some of the books.
okay, well, I know what I gotta do.
Hello.
A queen.
Miss
So
Joe Jonas herself.
Yep. Also, Miss Taylor Swift herself, too, let's be honest.
What?
Like, Sophie is a big fan of Taylor Swift.
Oh,
yeah.
Keep up.
I thought you meant she narrated some, and I was like,
oh my god, imagine. Do you know how annoying I'd be?
how have we not brought this up yet?
How did we not know this?
But Stephanie, I am curious what the one thing is that rubbed you the wrong way, if you care to share with the class.
Because we got a few.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about spoilers in case anyone is here and doesn't want to know things. Also, please don't spoil anything from like later on in the series. Because I feel like it would be easy to be like, oh, I noticed this, and that comes into play later. And I have not read everything, so
Yeah, we'll have to keep each live show just contained to that book and anything before. Because I'm taking notes because there was things that happened in this book that I was like, because it comes in later or whatever, but we'll talk about that at the appropriate time.
in 2 years.
Yeah. Well, Never I give it 5 out of 5, and your profile picture, so true. Exists.
But at the same time, I think it'd be really cool, like, for obviously, like, not me and Lisa, because we know what happens, but for, like, Darian and other people who are reading it for the first time, if you make predictions about what you think is gonna happen, I
Yeah.
think that'd be really cute.
Definitely.
I mean, right now, I feel like I don't have much to go on for what I haven't read yet, but
Yeah. You just think some siblings are gonna have some weird chemistry.
Yeah, I wonder, is that the thing, Stephanie, that bothered you?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right, well, what first? Where do we even start?
Where do we start?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
really weirded out by the whole brother-sister thing, Clary and Jace, because they clearly have feelings for one another, and it just weirds me out completely. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's a normal thing to be weirded out by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think City of Bones started, or Shadowhunters started out as like a Ron and Ginny fan fiction.
I thought it was Ginny and Draco.
I hope that's
That
right.
would make more sense.
Ron and Ginny.
But that would also make sense.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I hate that. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's interesting when you know that it was based off of like I almost just said Harry Styles fanfic. No, a Harry Potter fanfic. Because there's definitely things that are like, okay, that is like Valentine being the villain.
Yeah.
Voldemort, like, oh,
Oh.
same.
And then like the same thing with like the Jace's ring, how like the M or the W for Waylon is actually really an M for
Yeah.
Morgenstern, and it's like it just kind of reminded me of how he flipped around Voldemort and Tom Riddle, you know. Like
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some inspo.
yeah.
Just some. Yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing the entire Shadowhunter series? Yes, we are. This is the first one, but each month we're gonna be going through publication order. I should have linked the announcement. I'll have the announcement video linked in the description afterwards. After that, I should have done that before. Oh no,
Yeah.
I jumped. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh god. The first time I read it, I stopped at page 248 of City of Ashes because it was getting too weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm stressed about City of Ashes.
Yeah.
It's
It'll be something.
and it's crazy because like obviously both Lisa and I really like the series despite its apparent flaws. And it's just such a big part of the series. Like I get why people can't get past it.
Oh yeah.
The only reason why
Especially
we
'cause
got
it's, like, right at the start.
What?
I was saying just because it's like right at the start too.
Yeah, it was.
It's like, okay, you're jumping in, here you go. Time. So I don't question why people are like, why do so many people like these books?
Yeah.
I'm really weirded out by that part, but also the anti-girl, yeah. Yep. Big I'm not like other girls' attitude, and it made me cringe. Yes.
Mhm.
That is something that kept bothering me the whole book because it's like Isabel and Clary have no reason to hate each other other than the fact that they're both girls, and that's fine. Like, that's it. That's it.
And like it also annoyed me how Clary was like, I'm just this skinny 100-pound redhead with freckles. And it's like she just seems like those skinny girls I see on TikTok who are like body positivity and stuff, but your body is like the expectation, it is the standard. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, feel good about yourself, but like, you know, you're not mid-sized. Like, I don't know. I'm on that side of TikTok. It gets me going.
I guess.
Yeah, there definitely were a lot of like things that happened that's just like, yeah, this was published in 2007. You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think there's a part where I think it's just because Clary's jealous of like Isabel and Simon getting close. And like I don't even remember what Isabel says or does, but like she does something so like not worthy of getting upset at, and Clary's just like bitch. And I was like,
It was when Simon got turned into a rat, and Isabel was like, I don't know where he is. That's what she called him out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like settle down.
Like, I understand your friend's a rat. That really is unfortunate.
Your friend's a rat.
Like, oh, you hate to see it.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, I also hated how Clary was like so possessive of Simon, even though she like didn't have romantic feelings towards him.
Yeah. She just
Until
didn't want anyone to have anything that she wanted in any capacity.
yeah.
Like,
But-
sorry.
No, you're good. You talk.
Like Simon and Isabel, like they literally just like they meet and Simon's like, ooh.
Yeah.
They just start spending a lot of time together, and I was like, how does like it's been a while since I've been a teenager, but like this used to happen pretty quickly. There's just like Isabel.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Anyway.
I assume this is about it being Harry Potter fanfic. Yeah. Oh, there's a whole thing we could go down, but we're gonna just reread for me too. 3.5 the very first time. I gave it a 4, but I was like 13. Isabel's still my fave. Yeah.
Jason.
I was gonna say, do we have any characters that we all like in the chat? Feel free, comment.
I mean, I'm just gonna answer. You
Yeah.
ask me, but
No, I'm asking everyone.
okay, if we're talking about just this book, okay, if we're
Well,
talking
yeah.
about just this book, I was so surprised by how much I like Jace. Because like my memories of like I never really wanted to read the series again because I remember like just being annoyed by everyone, and I was reading this and I was like, oh, like I don't hate all these people, and then Jace just kept making me laugh, and I was like, okay, maybe you're not so bad.
No, I definitely this time around, I was kind of surprised by how funny Jace was. I was like, I knew, but like I was also like, oh, because later on we'll get into it, but he annoys me later on. So I was like, I was just expecting to be super annoyed by him in this one. I was like, oh, maybe you do have some rights for now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Miss
Yeah.
Casey.
You guys aren't going to be surprised by this, but my favorite by far is Simon.
So true, bestie.
He's so funny. He is one of the funniest characters.
Exactly.
I like highlighted every little joke he made in this book because it genuinely made me laugh so hard.
Wait. I have to find, there's one part that made me like cackle. I have to find it. I have it. Hold on.
Okay, while you find it, I'm gonna go.
Let me find
I
it.
know it's not perfect, but I was really 14 hoping they'd kiss during City of Ashes and thinking it's fine. Who cares if they're siblings? Yeah. I feel like that's like how a lot of people felt like she really was making us want that. And it's like, oh, yikes.
I found what I was
What were you going?
So it's before they go to Magnus's party, and Isabel says to Clary, I could give you a thigh sheath to put that in. Isabel offered. I've got tons. And then Simon says in all caps, certainly not.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
Oh my god.
My favorite Simon line was after I don't know what happened, but they all got dirty and Jason needed a bath. And Clary was like Jason made a comment about how like Clary promised to give him a sponge bath, and Clary was like, actually I think you misheard, it was Simon who promised you the sponge bath. And then Jace looked involuntarily over at Simon, who smiled at him widely. As soon as I'm back on my feet, handsome. It's so great.
The Simon and Jace dynamic.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We got some answers, Isabel. Taste. I would die for Jay's, TBH.
Mm.
I respect it. It's not gonna be a whole thing. Magnus Bane is one of my all-time favorite characters. Same. He's not really in the first book that much.
Like, his personality is great, but
Yeah.
it shines through more later on, so.
Yeah, but, like, when he did show up, I was like, "Oh my god, thank God. Here we go."
Yeah.
One
He
chapter, I was like,
immediately humbles them.
Yep.
Yeah.
My favorites are Magnus, Alec, and Isabel.
Taste.
Love
Yeah.
that.
In this first book, Alec needed to calm down a little bit.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
unpopular opinion, I don't really like Alec until later on.
Later.
Yeah. But I also feel like I get annoyed with everyone until later on. I'm like, yeah. Simon and Magnus were the only ones that I liked.
Simon's just consistently good, let's be honest.
There's yeah. Well, oh, there's
Whoa.
so much. There's so much we have to come.
Whoa,
Hello, Reese. Welcome.
Hello.
Let us know. I mean, I know your thoughts, but let us know.
Yeah.
Shadowhunters movie broke me because every time I reread The More Lynchments, I can only picture Valentine with that awful hairstyle. I don't even know if I know what Valentine looks like in the movie. I
Oh,
forget.
you repressed it, honey. He is not.
Yeah.
I remember what he looks like, but I don't remember his hair being weird.
It was not good, though.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's not how I picture.
It kind of like, what's that show? Hold on. It was like with the girl with the pink outfit and the blue guy. It was like a kids show.
The blue guy.
Oh my god. I know what you're talking about, and I can't.
The girl with the pink outfit and the blue
I know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, how did they get this? Lazy Town.
Yes.
Oh, he looks like someone from Lazy Town.
Wait, who do you picture?
Valentine in the movie.
No, but who from Lazy Town?
Oh, he just looks like he would fit in with them.
Oh.
I was like, was he in the show? Like, what's the connection here? I get it. I understand. That's funny.
Oh, people in the comments said Lazy Town.
Oh, you guys get me.
Thank
Who's
you.
the blue guy? What are you talking about?
There's the pink. Isn't there the girl's pink and he's blue?
Yeah.
The main characters?
Yeah.
I just remember the girl and she had pink hair. I don't remember a blue guy.
There was this grown man that she was like besties with and he only wore blue.
Oh, you're talking about Sporticus. Obviously.
All right, well, this has been derailed. None. They were all a bunch of brats. So true. But Simon, before his little tantrum for Clary, was not, oh my god, tantrum for Clary, not reciprocating his feelings was my definite favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of don't blame him because Clary was just being so dumb and blind. And she was like, what is he talking about?
Clary is not smart. The part where she and Jace go into the Hotel du Mort and Raphael comes and she's like, this is weird that there's this guy just outside. Oh, that's weird that he has scars on his neck. This is suspicious. But then she's like, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
Like, what? Girly, where's the brain cells? Ugh, it's something else. But this is fair. I love the fact that he was getting used to the Shadowhunter world and even thriving in it. Yeah.
He was like, okay. And then Clary was like...
And there was like that one part where Clary called him when they figured out where the Mortal Cup was. And she was like, Simon, I need you to pick us up at the Institute. We need your minivan to drive us. And then he was like, you and your demon slaying like angel friends need me to come and pick you up in the minivan so you can go hunt some demons. Like, he was calling her out on so much and holding everyone accountable.
I love him.
King.
I was gonna say something else, and now I don't remember. Oh, yeah, going back to Clary not being smart. She figured out that the cup was in the deck of cards, but couldn't there were so many other things. I'm like, "How is this the same girl figuring
Yeah.
these things out?" It's like, I don't understand. Alec didn't get better until, like, City of Glass, but I forgive him because he was closeted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like City of Glass is gonna be a turning point.
Here's
Yeah.
to hoping.
Also, this is kind of a side note, but I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was the first book I read when I was younger that had a gay character in it. And I remember like reading it being like, gay? What is? And then I like obviously I ended up loving Alec, and then I like that made me want to read more books with like, not that this is the best LGBT representation ever, but like all of a sudden I just remember like reading that for the first time and being like, oh, what is this?
I like those.
Yeah, I like this.
Oh, but that's cute that it led
Yeah.
you to read more
Yeah.
books like that. Love that.
Anyways,
Good for something.
Yeah.
it did something.
Hey, bestie.
Hi.
I'm not rereading besties, but I'm still here. Welcome. Participating. I know Shadowhunters by heart since I was 14. Fair.
As you should.
As you should.
As you should. I need to look this up now.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, whatever. He's fine. But that's just not how I picture him.
You know, like the actor a lot.
He just like doesn't look old enough to be a papa, you know?
Yeah.
I think he looks good. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I mean, yeah, it's, I mean, it's just not how I picture Valentine, like, at all.
Yeah.
Wow. What a journey. This is everyone going. I knew it was there, and I just was struggling. Sharp play. Clary gave all of her brain cells away. So true.
Yeah.
So true.
When Magnus put like the thing on her memories, he accidentally took some brain cells.
By accident.
He's like, what? She's stupid.
Clary, worst protagonist of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably. I probably agree.
I was gonna say, it's gonna be so fun once we get like more characters and more series and can compare all these things, but Claire's probably my least. I mean, yeah, she's definitely my least favorite out of all of them.
Yeah.
Same. I don't know what to do.
We
This
did.
is about the gay men. I'm being in support of them.
The TV show Valentine is how I pictured Valentine, and I hated Valentine in the show. Yeah, I feel like the show was closer. I don't know if you can hear dogs barking.
Oh, I can.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I think also like I think I saw the first episode of the show before I ever read the books. So I had those people in my brain
Wait, what?
a little bit.
You watched the show before you read the books?
I watched like the first episode because I was watching something and then it came on after whatever I was watching and I went, I don't know what's going on. And then that was it. And then I read the books and then I watched the show.
This
After.
guy looks familiar. Do I know?
2016?
Yeah, that was when I read the books for the first time. It was
Oh
20.
my god.
Yeah.
I remember being in high school and like reviewing it with my friend Sneha and being like, I don't like how they over sexualize Clary. Like she's
Oh my
If
god.
you watch the show, you like know you pick up on
Yeah,
different
they
things.
also did like age them up too in the show.
Yeah. And Jace, I'm sorry, but that actor looks like a straight up gorilla. Like he looks like he's like the second step in evolution, you know?
Oh god. Did you know he's in a Taylor Swift music video?
Wait, which one?
Oh yeah,
He's in Style.
Yeah, Style.
Yes.
When I realized that, I was like, What's happening here?
Wait,
He's
Taylor, you can do
also,
better.
he's also in the Vampire Academy movie.
Yes.
Ugh. Not that Vampire Academy. It's just him. I just
No,
like.
oh yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The good thing was I didn't picture him when I pictured Jace when I read the books.
Thank
so.
God, because then you have like supremacy in the movie, like Lily Collins.
See, but he's not what I picture either. He's closer to what I
Get out
picture.
here. Jamie Campbell Bower.
Oh no, we love him. Love his face. Love everything about that. But he's just not exactly how I picture Jace.
Love
either.
everything about that. Love that man.
So true.
When did the movie come out? Do you guys know?
I think it was like 2013.
13? 12?
Did you say 13 also?
I said 13 and then said 12.
It was 13. That's my guess.
Yeah,
Final answer.
that sounds right.
2013. You're right.
Thank you.
Girl boss.
So amazing. Anyways,
My ish about Valentine cast in the movie because I'm biased ever since.
So true. August Rush. That's where I know him from too.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Love that movie.
Wait, you are newer. Is this to me?
Yeah.
Therese.
You're a little baby fan.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it though, 2016, I was 18. I'm 23. That's not that new.
No, it's really not. It's
Yeah.
like you were a part of the hype that came out from the show. So you are.
Yeah.
I guess, but I didn't pay attention to the show. So
Yeah, but you wouldn't have read it if the show didn't come out.
no, I read it because I started watching BookTube and everyone talked about Shadowhunters.
But you just said that you watched the first episode and you were like, okay.
No, I
then
watched
you
the
picked it
first
up.
episode and went, I don't know what this is, and then
then you
never
read the book.
watched it again. And then months later, bought the first book. They were completely unrelated.
If that's what you think, that's fine.
It's what I think because I'm me. I know.
You
I
see,
was there.
Casey would be a good prosecutor.
She's so
Like,
good at Among Us because
yeah.
she makes up stories.
No, but I literally just retold you what you just told us.
The show came out. I had never read the books. I watched the first episode.
Lisa
and had
can't
no
even get
idea
her
what was
story
going
straight.
on.
What the heck?
Forgot about the show. Watched BookTube. Everyone talking about Cassandra Clare. I remember Lady Midnight
so you
coming out
joined the
going,
hype
"Oh, that
then.
cover's stunning." And then I got the first book on my birthday.
That was a good birthday gift.
To me. I bought it. To me. And I remember looking at the back and going, "Oh my god, there's so many books in this series."
To me.
Oh, here we are.
Where is she at in this series? At like
Lady
2018?
Midnight. Lady Midnight was the most recent release.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing the Lady Midnight cover and going, that's a pretty cover, but I'm pretty sure that's like the millionth book in a series that I don't know anything about. And then a couple months later, there we were.
Can you go to Teresa's comment? Lisa's gaslighting us.
Oh god, I'm literally telling you that. I don't understand why I'm being accused of lying.
Oh my god.
I only got through one season of the show and then I had to stop. Yeah, I unfortunately watched the whole thing. I don't know how that happened.
Wait,
It's not
wait, but didn't you just say that you watched the first episode and then stopped thinking about
Yes,
it?
and then I watched it after I read the book. I
Okay,
said that.
okay, just trying to
know
get your
that.
story straight. Okay.
I know because it was true. But yeah, the show is not. It's not good.
Yeah.
And
I
somehow
never even
just
watched any of it, so
just don't.
okay.
I will say, like, there were a couple of people on it that were really good.
Like Simon
and Magnus and Alec.
Yeah, and by good they were attractive.
Like the guy who played Magnus, like, did really good as Magnus, I think.
I didn't watch it. I watched the first episode and I was like, this is atrocious, and then I left.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole show's bad, but the first season, it's like
Bad.
really bad. Like, it's cheesy. Like, it's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get through the first episode. Yeah. I didn't either the first time.
And then she did, in case you are confused by all her lying.
Casey, I literally can take you out of this live. So bad.
Then the magic would be gone, Lisa.
I'll do it. Jace in the book, Jason Angelic Slim Tall, Jason the TV show is straight up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
TV show Jace is Sebastian for me.
Oh.
Ew, I never want to think about that. I never want to think about that actor.
I mean,
Wait,
Sebastian. Well, we don't even know Sebastian
Yeah.
yet.
who's Sebastian?
Oh, I thought you were genuinely asking, and I was like,
Bestie. I know. The show was a mess, but similar plot-wise to the book, but the movie.
Well, you know what I noticed is I always remembered like the Hotel du Mort scene as how they did it in the movie with like the whole gang was there. And then I realized in the book that it was just Clary and Simon was there, but it was mostly Clary and Chase.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting, because it was so much more fun in the movie.
I don't remember the movie that well. I just remember that I liked it.
Yeah, I watched it once and
Yeah.
then I forgot
Oh,
everything.
I only ever saw it the one time.
Yeah, I watched it also after I read the books.
you amateurs. We need to have a movie watch.
I was just gonna say, if people wanted to do that, we should all watch it together
That could be fun. I don't know where you can watch it though.
on Netflix.
It's a Canada thing.
I was gonna say that's
You
Canada.
don't have it on your
No.
Netflix? What?
No.
Okay, everyone in
I
Canada.
tried to look it up and it was like on Hulu, but it was like watch with
Premium.
something add-on, and it's like I don't have that.
Maybe we should get a VPN. We'll think about this and get back to everyone.
Okay,
Everyone in Canada, we can watch it together.
Okay, slumber party at Darian's house.
Let's all go. Jamie is closer to how I pictured Jace, but I prefer Kat as my Clary. Jamie is closer to how I pictured Jace, but still not right. And Kat is also closer, but still not right. I still picture them kind of on my own.
No, wrong.
I just
Supremacy.
I think I picture I guess is Kat the actress's name?
Yeah.
I picture her kind of red hair.
Right.
Yeah.
But Clary didn't have boobs in my mind. I was firm on that one when I was 7. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh my god, not 7.
Yeah. Well, and like obviously Lily Collins supremacy. Exactly. Love her.
Mhm.
But the hair color, it was not the right red.
It wasn't.
It just didn't.
But I was good with it. I was like,
I was gonna say I would have sucked it up if we had gotten the rest of them because we could have had it all, you know.
We could have had it all.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know. I thought you were reading when you were in like high school.
She didn't know how to read.
I had just graduated from high school.
Anyway.
No, I'm not. Thank you, Casey. Now no one's gonna believe me. And I was literally saying what happened. I also prefer Magnus from the movie.
Oh,
Yeah, I did know. Yeah. Yeah, he was also good. I don't remember the actor's name, but
it started with a G, I think.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out.
We'll get back to you.
My cousin bought me the first 3 books when I was 12, and then I was addicted. Love that. I wish I had read them when I was younger, but oh well.
Up until last year, the only book I ever owned was Clockwork Angel, and then I finally bought the rest of the Infernal Devices series. So now I only own those 3.
Wow.
As you should.
Oh, Therese said the name of the actor.
You literally said I saw the first episode of the show, and well, yeah, oh my god. I don't know how to explain. I saw the first episode when it like premiered at the beginning of the year. Then
Poor Lisa's getting red. Let's just let her have it.
I don't understand.
Wait, can we go to Felicia's comment that, sorry, I'm not trying to skip around, but the Mortal Instruments is on YouTube, apparently.
That's how I watched it the first time. But then I looked it up and I couldn't.
Oh, bless you.
Oh no. It went away.
I hate sneezing.
Right there. My nose. That's disappointing.
Anyway, I also think now it's on YouTube if you pay for it.
Ugh.
Which again, I don't like to
join in.
What?
The 3 of us and everyone in the watching can all make one YouTube account and then split it.
Yeah. Well, all
It's probably not very expensive, but
20 cents.
Yeah.
where was I? Is it this? Me and Darian can watch it together. There you go. Just you two. Love
Exactly.
it. So true. That just captured how annoying Clary was. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
Lily Collins did like Clary wasn't super annoying in the movie. She was just like a girl going through what Clary was going through.
Yeah. And she's Lily Collins, so
I know.
just love her. I only own City of Heavenly Fire, and that's it.
Damn.
I mean,
that's a choice.
Gotta disagree. I felt that Kat made Clary a lot smarter. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I tried to block the show from my memory a little bit. I own all of them except Chain of Gold and Sequel because I hate all the different sizes. Is in the bookstore, and Chain of Gold was 2 times smaller than Chain of Iron. Well, that's weird. I wonder
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I own all of them. Well, I did at one point, and then I hated the Infernal Devices, so I sent it to Mafalda, and then I unhauled Chain of Gold because I hated it so much. I sold it at my yard sale, and like the neighborhood kids they flocked to me.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Betrayal.
You gotta get them back.
I know. Poor timing.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I own all of them and the novellas. I'm Classy Claire, so same. Same.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Everything. I'm like, okay, here you go. Here's my money. Give it to me. Thank you. You hated what, bestie?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not the smiling face.
Yeah, we'll get to it. When we're at that point in the read-along.
There's going to be so many arguments.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to read the ones that I haven't read yet.
Yeah, because you read the Infernal Devices. So it's going to take a little bit.
Even the ones I have read, I don't remember that much. So it's kind of like I'm reading it for the first time.
So true. I was going to say, I've never reread the second half of The Mortal Instrument, so I'm excited to get there.
Yeah. Did you guys have like a favorite scene or a least favorite scene or something, or any part of the story that was like dragging for you?
Well, to be fair, nothing, there's a lot that's just kind of, you're just sitting there and it's like, okay, is something going to happen?
Yeah.
But the part, Hotel de Mort, they leave on the motorcycle, iconic.
Oh, yes.
And obviously, the greenhouse scene.
Yes.
Ignoring the end, okay? Pretending it does not exist. Right. That scene is excellent.
But let's stop pretending that the end doesn't exist. I would feel so uncomfortable being on a motorcycle with my brother like that.
Oh, like at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, put your arms around me and hold tight. I'd be like, ew.
Especially after you've kissed.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say things that happened later.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll
get
discuss them and their issues another time.
Oh my god, Therese, exactly. I'm sorry. I'm looking at
It's true. The greenhouse scene is iconic, and in the movie with Demi Lovato. Yeah. We kept singing that song.
Oh, eyes that can see into me. Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you.
I've been wanting to say this, but I kept forgetting. I told you guys it, but one thing that made this story extra special for me is that I've always pictured Luke as being Luke from Gilmore Girls. Because he like the characters are essentially the same, like their role that they have.
Yeah.
So, added tip for further reading, my friends.
I just always picture him as the Old Spice guy now because of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, the show? Let me see Luke in the show.
It's the Old Spice guy.
And he's in It Chapter 2.
Oh, you're right. Oh.
I haven't seen that one yet, but
Just don't.
I
It's
want
not
to.
Oh, he's in It Chapter 2?
Yeah.
Why have you seen that?
Because I don't know.
It's a good movie.
I mean, well, the first one was good. The second one.
But the second one has James McAvoy in it.
Okay, yeah, but the actors can only do so much. The story gets so
James McAvoy can do everything, if you know what I
the
mean.
end of the It Chapter 2 is so stupid.
Okay, well,
I know we're not here to discuss. Yeah, anyway. That scene in the movie is a masterpiece.
Oh, right? Especially because they were a couple after.
Yeah. And I've always...
I just said I still grieve that.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say that, like, it was just so perfectly timed, but how, like, they go back to Clary's room intending to do God knows what, first of all, and then Simon walks in or opens the door,
Yeah.
and then they both look at each other and they're like, and then it's just like, Clary, if you could just speak and communicate and be like, Simon fell asleep.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
That was frustrating.
Cassandra Clare doesn't know how to write characters that communicate. This will be a common trend. This is just the start. Okay, well, we'll talk about it in a year when we get to those books. But
like, it just always infuriated me. Like, you could have just explained, but like, also Jace is a drama queen too, so he was like looking for her to hate him or to hurt him. So
yeah, I don't think he would have listened even if she tried to explain.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear Tiger is just yelling.
Oh my god, Tiger, what do you have to say about City of Bones?
Well, I think she has to go to the bathroom, but like she's
that's how she feels.
Gotta yell first before she does anything.
Oh, same.
Jesus Christ.
Luke in this show makes me feel things. Same. He was good in the show. Again, as much as you could be.
Mr. Old Spice.
With a show like that. He tried his best.
He tried. He did his best.
Yes, Therese, absolutely. Clary has no brain cells. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was gonna say it's the miscommunication that happens in all of her books, plus Clary not being intelligent.
Clary is the problem.
Common denominator.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, Jace also a little dramatic.
Yeah.
Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like at the end, like when Clary finds him and he's like, Valentine is my dad and I believe him all the time. Clary, you have to believe him too. And like I was like, okay, Jace, honey.
Jace, sweaty.
Hold on. I know you just found your dad, but like, let's think rationally here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he was like, actually, I hate him.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That annoyed me too, because it's like Jace puts up such a strong front. And then like, I mean, I guess like your dad coming back from the dead is not like a small inconvenience, but it was like at the slightest thing he was like, all my morals are bending backwards. I don't know who I am. My papa is here. I'm gonna be his good little boy. I'm gonna help him commit genocide. And then he's like, no, everyone else is being irrational.
Yeah.
His good little boy. Yeah.
So true.
He's annoying.
Lisa, I feel like you're talking about Will and James. I thought about them. Well, yeah. Yeah.
There's one thing. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say in the Infernal Devices, there is one moment that if there had been communication, it would have been good. But anyway.
You mean the ending?
Not the very ending.
Okay.
Anyways, We'll
Yeah.
talk. We'll
I was
get
gonna say, I feel like so much of the Last Hours trilogy, I'm like, so much happens because no one talks to each
Yeah.
other. But I love it. I love the drama.
Yeah.
Herondales just can't communicate, so true.
Yeah.
Yes, Casey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jace just had a lot of feelings and a weird yeah, and it was a
Yeah.
confusing time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like a kink for pleasing his dad.
Yeah. Well, he did have that, traumatic childhood.
Yeah. We should talk about the bird.
No, we don't need to talk about it.
Like, that's like
I
fine.
hate it.
Keep the incest. Let's get rid of that bird story, please.
Please.
I'm excited.
I hate it so much.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah. I still skip it. I never like rereading that part.
If I had known, if I had remembered, I would have skipped it too.
Well, I'm sorry.
Alas.
I also wanted to talk about how we discovered that there's things
Oh
edited
yeah.
out of the book because do we find the paragraph? I think I remember what page. We discovered that my edition doesn't have things that they have in their books. So there's even more problematic things that happen. I don't even know.
It's page 273. I don't know why I memorized that.
Oh, I remember too. Oh yeah.
She's got it open.
Did you want to read it?
Yeah, would you read to the class?
All right, fine. Okay. So my edition says, another vampire pushed her way through the crowd to stand at his side, a pretty blue-haired Asian girl in a silver foil skirt. Clary wondered if there were any ugly vampires, or maybe any fat ones. Maybe they didn't make vampires out of ugly people. Or maybe ugly people just didn't want to live forever.
That's the part. It stops at a pretty blue-haired Asian girl in a silver foil skirt, and then it just that whole part is cut out.
Like, this is the page I read off of, and then if you look at Lisa's page, it's very different.
This paragraph.
I got all these extra sentences, and she didn't.
I'm like, what am I missing?
And I read the ebook, and I had what Casey had also.
Yeah.
Darian just started reading out this paragraph, and I was like, what are you reading? Oh, yikes. So we'll have to see if that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird too because we have the same
cover.
But
I bought mine like not even a year after you, so maybe they took it out. I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah.
So yikes.
I think the versions that I'm reading the rest in, I think they're the original ones, so we'll see.
We'll have to compare.
The ones with all the bodies on the cover.
Yeah. The one that's in the thumbnail for this.
Oh god.
Yeah. I was like, can we put this cover? And you were like, no, we should do like the original. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just have
It's iconic.
Yeah. I was gonna say they're more recognizable, I feel like. But
yeah.
Jace's little nippies.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have that on my channel, you know?
Yeah.
Jace is a little prick that I'd never trust. I hope that changes as the series progresses, but like he can choke. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was so surprised this time that I was like, he's making me laugh.
Yeah.
But I know. Oh, I know.
We know what's to come.
My audiobook also had weird edits in it. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I was wondering about the audiobooks because I wonder what edition they read out of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's so much to choose.
Oh, how did I forget? You repressed it. Mine had that too. I was so shocked.
I mean, there's other parts too that is like, what?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, it must not have been a lot because it's on the same page. So if there were other things edited out, you would think that that would throw off
Yeah.
page count.
Yeah.
So 'Cause there were still other things in there that were messy, but I think, like, those things that could very easily just be, like, delete.
Yeah.
Didn't add anything. I think they did that, but I just don't know when. Like, I wanna know, when did that happen?
Let's get her editors on the phone.
Maybe it happened when the show came out? Maybe? I don't know.
Maybe?
We will have to research. The audiobook discombobulated me, good word. Like, why the heck did they have English accents? I was confusion. Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
Oh, Darian, you go. You go, girl.
okay. I mean, like, I feel like the Shadowhunters come from Idris. You can kind of just choose Idris. I always say
Idris, I think.
Idris.
I think.
Idiots.
Idris.
Idris Elba. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, you can. I feel like you can kind of just give them whatever accent, but then Clary, Clary and Simon are from New York, so. Well, I guess technically Clary's not from New York, but
did Isabel and Alec have accents? Because they didn't grow
I
up.
think they do.
But I guess their parents. I don't know.
I don't know.
Too much. My audiobook has a movie cover on it. That's probably the original edition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Because clearly these edits happened somewhere between 2015 and 2016.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Unless they just changed the cover of the audiobook.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Well,
I have another question.
Okay, yes.
That's the way.
Well, I wanted to know from people who haven't read the rest of the series yet if they had any predictions.
Yeah.
Well,
or if you were surprised by anything, or
yeah, like the incest line.
No, that
surprise you.
What a weird detail to include in a YA book in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it was a choice.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are rereading them though, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people have said that they've been rereading them, so. But Darian, do you have any predictions? Or that you don't remember?
No.
I know you do remember certain things.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to, because there's some things that I'm like, is that what happened? So I don't want to accidentally say something. But like, I feel like I remember some big things, but also like City of Fallen Angels. Is that the fourth one?
Yes.
And then City of, what's the fifth one?
City of Lost Souls.
City of Lost Souls. Those two, I don't remember anything. Like nothing.
Yeah, I always said that City of Lost Souls was my favorite, and I remember like one section of that book. So I'm like, why? Why is it my favorite? We don't know.
I always said that the City of Bones series is like my favorite, but after like the first book, they all kind of blend together. And I couldn't tell you distinctively what happens in each one, but it's my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember like the distinct, like bigger things that happen in each one, but like there's a lot that I only remember what happens with like certain characters in the fifth one, and then there's a bunch of other characters. I'm like, what are they doing? I don't know. Unsure.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. There's only 5 books.
There's 6.
There's 6. The 6th one's right there. Okay, we're good.
She has located it. Yeah, like the second one, I remember a few things. The third one, I remember like one thing. And then the fourth and fifth ones, I don't know. And then the sixth one, I remember something from the very end.
Okay.
Yeah, the sixth one is a journey. That's good.
Yeah, and she's thick.
Yeah.
Tiger.
Do we have a girl boss joining us? Hello. Oh my god.
Make her a whip.
Oh.
not enthusiastic. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I thought Clary and Jace would fall for each other, then bam, they are related. You know, the classic twist.
Bam. Don't you hate when that happens?
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
I just want to get past the weirdness in book 2. My friend says they get much better. I'm about 200 pages into book 2 right now.
Wow.
Well,
Girl mom.
I would agree with your friend.
Yeah.
After book 2, I feel like, well, there's still things that happen in book 3 that are like, what? Well, there's things that happen in every book that I'm like, what? But I will say, like, plot-wise, I feel like the 3rd book, it's like, oh, that was when I read them for the first time, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm on board. Let's go. And now here I am.
Here I am. I am here.
I have them all committed to memory, so if y'all need help, I got you.
One moment. Tiger's drinking.
Thank you. Wait, is that dirty water? Why does it look yellow?
Okay, it's not dirty. It's not dirty. It's because she drinks from it so often that even when we clean it, it stays that color.
Oh.
It's not dirty water.
Do it. Oh.
She's like,
too much pressure.
She's mad that I insulted her water.
She's like, I only drink the cleanest water.
As she should.
Yeah.
There's not a lot in my brain, but when there's it's Shadowhunters related, same.
Yeah.
So that's fair. I was actually motivated to reread this series from watching Noria Reed's vlog, reading the series, and I got spoiled for a couple of things, but I have no predictions, just vibes.
Oh God.
That is the way you should go about it, just vibes.
The vibes are going to take you all over the place.
Oh, yeah. But it's going to be great. I'm so excited. Honestly, I was Shadowhunters' huge fan. I can say that the Mortal Instruments is the worst of them all. When you get past it, it's all so good. I would agree. I prefer all the other series over the Mortal Instruments, but I also like, because the Mortal Instruments is like what starts it all. I'm like,
I think it's the nostalgia, but if I were to speak objectively, I would think that the Dark Artifices is my favorite.
Yeah, I think that's
that. She's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Of the 2 I've read, Devices is my favorite.
Yeah. I think they all have like a mix of like different things. So like sometimes the characters are good and then sometimes the plot is good. And I feel like with the Dark Artifices, it's where she nailed it both, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my god, the characters are so good and there's a plot.
Yeah, and that's why it's like 1,200 pages.
Yeah.
You know?
Those books are thick. Yeah. And I love them.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait.
But I think a lot of people too with the Mortal Instruments, we're gonna have to see. We will see when we get there. But a lot of people prefer the first half to the second half, which I find interesting.
We will find out. You're right.
Yeah. Because I always thought that I preferred the second half, but we'll see on the reread. Because I think the first 3 were obviously the original 3, so a lot of people liked those ones more. I don't know.
I don't know. You can't hear my cat meowing.
I just heard her.
Yeah. She's distracted me.
I'm still waiting on the last book of The Last Hours, but my first is The Infernal Devices. Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like the final book in The Last Hours could like, I don't know. I still don't know if it's gonna, I think The Dark Artifices is my favorite still. But that last book could, you know?
Yeah, and then we still have to get Kits or the continuation of the Dark Artifices.
Yeah. I feel like I again don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I feel like that series is gonna be top tier.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite and I haven't even read it yet. Yeah. So I'm excited.
And then after that we're free.
Well, we don't know.
Hello, Charlotte.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
And to watch University Challenge with my parents. Fair. I know you had things that you wanted to rant about, so please let out your grievances in the chat. We need to know.
We'll just sit quietly until you.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say.
I mean, I do think it's like iconic when you hear Jace say all the stories are true. It's just like just such a iconic moment, and it just encapsulates like the whole series of Shadowhunters so well. So I highlighted that part because I was like, yeah, they are, you know.
You're so right. Yeah, I definitely feel like even though like there were a lot of like problems that I had with this book, it's like it's the start of all of them. So I'm like, it's so bad, but it's so good because it's so iconic, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like the introduction to everything. This is the first time I've read the book and that I actually low-key hate Clary. Yeah.
Welcome, Charlotte.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like her until later on.
Yeah. There was one scene though that I was like rooting for her when she I think I forget what it was, but it was when she slapped Jace for like only being 90% sure that they would like survive like jumping off a building or something with the motorcycles and like and she slapped him and he's like, what was that for? And she was like the other 10%. And I was like, okay, girl, you know?
So true.
Like I don't support domestic abuse, but when it comes to Jace, yeah, sure.
Exactly. You never hated Clary? It's a good question. Also the way I was basically playing the film in my head while reading it.
Yep. Yes, this is the only way to read it.
I was gonna say, we said earlier that we kept, well, Darian kept specifically singing the Demi Lovato song that plays in the greenhouse scene.
I won't do it again, but
Are you thinking about it?
I'm yeah.
Every 15 minutes, we come back to Patch. I feel like this is gonna be every live show that we're reading a book that she's in.
Even when we're not.
Yeah.
You're right.
When Clary did this.
We're gonna be reading their internal devices and be like, remember that bitch, Clary.
She's not even born yet in the timeline, but we hate her. I never hated her, but never been her number one fan. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't really like her when I first read it until like the third book. I feel like that was when I was like, oh, okay. She was spunky for like half a second, and then she was a simpering little who hates other girls. Like, where is the consistency? Clary Fairchild, where? So true.
Nowhere. She's also like 15.
Yeah.
I will say, like, there are certain things I'm like, okay, like if I was 15 and my mother just disappeared and then I had to found out about these people that fight demons, I'd be like, what's going on? So like some of it's like I understand. But then there's also other things where I'm like, girly.
Yeah.
It's enough. Jocelyn is just as annoying as Clary, but at least Clary gets better. See, I feel like a lot of people don't like Jocelyn, and I don't have like any thoughts on her. So
I mean, we barely see her in this book.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested to see if I will feel this way.
I think she just makes a lot of stupid decisions that lead to like where we start off in the book. So it's like hard to respect her. And also because like Clary kind of paints her as like this perfect, beautiful, talented person. It's like, shut up, Jocelyn. You have it all. Except a son. Ooh.
Except what?
A son.
Oh
my god.
Yeah. I don't remember being that annoyed by her, but I don't think I paid that much attention. So next time. There were so many occasions where she was like, OMG, I've never stabbed someone before. This is not like me. Like, yes, same. You're not special.
This is not like me. I don't usually stab people.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I can go on rants about Jocelyn. Well, we will want to hear them
Yes.
when the time comes. One good thing I have to say about the show is how Clary had to go at her mom when her mom woke up because she just kept her in the dark this whole time. Yeah, it's what she deserves.
Yeah. Like, I understand you want to protect her, but also, like, on the right
But it's like, were you gonna do that her entire life? Like,
Yeah.
bring her to
every
Magnus?
2 years.
Yeah.
And then what happens eventually when Jocelyn dies?
Right.
Clary's like, I don't know, 50. And she's like, wait a minute.
Is that a fairy? Yeah.
Who needs to write that story?
Is that a fairy?
Is that a fairy?
Oh my gosh.
Well, kids, is there anything else anyone wanted to share?
I'm
Final
just
thoughts?
excited to keep going.
Yeah, Team Simon.
Oh, yeah, so true.
So, I'm not ready for how awkward the second book is, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
I'm excited to get past the second book.
Yeah.
I'm also sad we never got more of, yeah,
hmm
I did not. I remember that. And then when I was rereading City of Bones, I kept looking up different people from the cast. And I was like, oh my God.
Hello.
Like, what a crossover. Yeah,
What a crossover.
so true. Call me dumb, but I don't understand this whole I don't tell you to protect you trope. Like, I would feel so much safer if I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I hate that trope too.
Especially because they always figure it out.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
always know.
It never works out.
Yeah. Like, I get doing it, like, when she was maybe little, but, like, you could have told her later
Yeah,
on.
like as soon like I know she can't vote yet in the United States, but like when she's like a voting age, you should tell her. You can drink in this country now. Maybe you should know about demons.
You should know about these.
Can't wait for more of Jace, my fave.
Oh.
I love how we're saying the opposite. I'm like, okay, here we go. Well, I think that might be it, folks. Oh, I thought you were raising your hand.
No,
I have something else.
I was just wrapping it up.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Anyone still watching, we are going to be reading City of Ashes in February, and the live show will be on Miss Casey's channel.
Hi.
And we will announce, that date, time, probably end of February, beginning of March.
Oh,
Probably beginning of March.
We'll say announce the day.
Yes.
But it'll probably happen beginning of March, the live show.
Right.
But yeah, I think that is all. So thank you all for joining. Thank you for joining the Clary hate train.
Welcome, Charlotte.
Welcome to the Clary hate train. And we will be continuing on next month. Can't wait.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you all for joining, and we will see you next month.
Bye.
Bye. Whoa. It's clearly Lisa hasn't done this for a while.